Guys, welcome back. I'm really trying to get used to recording without music. It just feels more like awkward because like it's just silent in this room and I'm talking. First of all, why do we have a discourse on who created the afro? How can something be created if it's natural? Like only God. It's only God who can claim that he created the afro. Because like I washed my hair, yeah, and now it's like this. Maybe you can claim you made the name, but did I not come out of the shower with my hair like this? Did I not? Because anyway, I've just washed it with Head and Shoulders shampoo. Because last year I was really facing I was getting a lot of dandruff and I was using the Aussie products because they're for curly hair. So I was like, okay, in this country there's no like curly hair products in the supermarket, so I just ordered it to be delivered here. I think it was Amazon. So it was the shampoo and conditioner, but yeah, my hair would just feel itchy and I just stopped using conditioner. But I'm using this today. It's like the Auntie Jackie's leave-in conditioner. I actually left my other one in Kenya for Angel, my small sister. Like, okay, I'll just go buy another one. I guess it's easier and cheaper here. But yeah. Also, I got a bonnet, right? Because I left the other one in Kenya again because of Angel. But this is what I was expecting. This is what I bought.
This is what I wanted, okay? This and this is what I got.
Yes, I don't know who to. Ini for real, like. But it still looks cute though. But do you know? For $20. Today we're having a what's my opinion type of video. I asked you guys on Instagram what topics you want to know, like my opinion on, and because I was gonna do my hair, I was like, why not just do both, this would be like how my hair would look if I just did a wash and go. Like, yeah, this is its state. Yeah, currently right now it's a bit dry. It's been a while since I came from the shower, but it's still wet on this, like here. I have really like thicker hair here on my scalp, and then here it's like more sparse, but here it's dense. Obviously someone said Druto, which makes sense, and I hate that man. I think what scares me the most is Kenyans themselves, because elections are coming. They're coming, and we'll see what will happen and who will be voted back or who will be voted in, and that's where the truth comes out. Because we may talk, we may discuss, but the truth is in that ballot. There's little you can do, that's the truth. But I think still having that discourse and talking about it and keeping like the story going on is good, because yeah, lest we will forget. Now the thing is, I don't know how to multitask, but today we'll just have to do it. Finger detangling, which yeah, I think finger detangling actually helps. Just detangling, because I didn't do this in the what when I was washing my hair. Anyway, the next person said stingy men. I do not have an opinion on stingy men apart from like how are you stingy as a person, and then how are you stingy as a man, and then I'm not even thinking of these small boys here. I'm just thinking of the stingy fathers and stingy Ish, found a note there. The stingy husbands, you know? And that's what scares me. Like, why would I be dependent on a man for him to be stingy? Like, that's like setting yourself up for failure. And you know, now that's when you find, like, obviously, like, the mom is begging the dad to just give the money. No, it's not. It's like, I'm not even, you know, you guys be discussing about stingy men like that you're dating, which valid, but like, have you ever met a stingy father? Now that's where utashanga utashangar utashangar. Anyway, yeah, so that's my opinion on stingy men. KE music, so that would be Kenyan music. I love Kenyan music. I love the new artists. I think, you know, Sauti Sol is amazing, and you know, like the East African faves, you know, especially if you're an East African woman, like, you better tap into Sauti Sol if you're not already there. But you know, like Bensoul Charisma, he cancelled his concert in Australia because visa problems, which that's valid, like, for him, but like I had already bought my ticket, and I don't know, you can't stay with my money saying you'll reschedule the dates and then I wait a year, you know. Anyway, so they asked, you know, Jerea. Obviously I know Jerea. I feel like when I'm asked questions, I can't think of the answer, like, at that moment, you know. Like I love her, but I can't think of any of her songs right now. But I know them, you know. Like, if you give me a song there, I will know it. Aki Sioni, I think that's her song. The popularization of decentering men, yes. Can we continue doing that? Like, I don't know. Men these days are just wanabo. Like, do they know wanabo? And I like that women are decentering them. They need to understand women are the prize, not them, and they should act accordingly. Like, I don't know what's up with this sassy men of this new generation, but yo, I need a plan. So that I call this, I'm doing like finger coils, so this is just like to define my curls. I did this the other time, but hey, I think it took a while. That's why I'm like, am I gonna do that today? Like, doing away with nationalities and having one nationality with different ethnicities. Oh, I mean, I do understand that, you know, most countries were especially like in Africa, they're created by colonizers. So I should be saying yes, but then again, we've gone so far to like make an identity. Like, you know, now there's like the Kenyan identity, which I love, like, especially because we've like faced a lot of tribalism. I don't know, very complicated. But what I will support is people getting to know their cultures, because like, okay, why don't you know the dressing of your people? Like, I understand, yeah, the info is not really there, but like, you know, question people about it so that they start thinking about it and make some action towards that. Another one was, what's my opinion on men? I honestly do not think about men a lot. Yeah. Like, as someone said, we've like started decentering men. I'm part of that crowd. Like, The only one I can think of is maybe my dad, and he's pretty good. I don't know. The ones I've interacted with, they disappoint. Most of them just disappoint, can't lie. Like, yeah, that's the truth. They're wanna boss or not. And you know, now people ask me like, what's your experience with men? There's no experience. Cause like, what experience am I having with that like gender? Like they just disappoint. All of them? Oh, what's my opinion on religion? As you guys can tell, like on my Instagram, I'm Christian. Oh, can you see the definition? I was born Christian. My family is heavily Christian. Heavily, strongly Christian. Religion though, I feel like our generation, we're more spiritual than religious. Like, the church is a really messed up place, you know? A lot of problems. And, I don't know, finding a church is just not where you go every Sunday and you decide, like, okay, I'll be going to this place every Sunday because I live close to them. Like, no. If I was to join a church, it would be something that I align with and can grow in. Easter or Christmas, I do feel the need to go to church just to be surrounded with people who have the same belief. But every Sunday, no. But I do online church though, because I used to go to CITAM, so I watch the CITAM one every Sunday, to the praise and worship, the whole service. So yeah, that's my opinion on religion. Someone said wasting money to try to get to Mars instead of fixing Earth. You know what? When I think of the people trying to see if there's another alternative to Earth, maybe they just know like the ending of human survival on Earth is inevitable. Maybe they do know that, but they don't want to tell us, so that's why they're like exploring other options. But obviously, yeah, the way people are casually going to space these days, I get it. There's still, but I guess so. Okay, like there's world hunger, there's world poverty, and it's like very high. But then again, is it ever gonna end? I feel like the systems are created for these things to remain, so they can have political agendas towards that divine feminine content, which I love. I think I do. I think we need to connect more with our femininity and get into our feminine era, especially when you're like very independent as a woman. You end up being in your masculine era like for so long, and I guess that's when people end up being in relationships just because they want some masculine energy around them. But maybe if you focus on your femininity, like when someone is masculine, then now you're able to get into your femininity. But what if there's a way you can just go enter your feminine era without the masculine energy?
I'm taking a break. You are not going to see me here for a long time.
you know, it's like divine feminine content, I guess, helps you see a reality that you're just feminine without the masculine energy around. And honestly, the people who are in the feminine era the most are men.
She was a fairy.
I do have more opinions. I feel like the black community is very detrimental to the black community. The journey of embracing yourself as a black woman, like here, when I have my hair out, people don't ask me, so when are you going to get your hair done? They're like, oh my god, I love your new hairstyle. It's like, I actually like how you look like when you're with your natural hair. Which I was like, at first I was very skeptical of that because I've never really had such compliments like back home, because everyone would just be like, maybe, no, most of them are just like, oh, so when are you getting your hair done? Or like, oh, you decided to let your hair breathe. I think the only person that really complimented me or like was happy when my hair was out was my dad. We're talking about this with my best friend, and we're just talking about how our dads really like our natural hair out. And yeah, like that, she was even saying how when she dyed her hair, like her dad was like so pissed. And it's just so weird, like, man, you don't even know how much we pay to go to the salon, but you're pissed at me dyeing my hair. You know, my dad always loved when my hair was out. Like when I was wearing my natural hair, like this man was like, wow, you know. When you'd get new hairstyles, it'd be like, oh wow, but it was never wowed by when we had like our hair, natural hair. Even when I did braids, my natural hair, I think that he loved that era a lot. He always just said, you know, I just love natural beauty. Just sing someone natural. Yeah. That's what he'd always say, which is valid, and I think it's the same here. Cause yeah, most of the compliments I get about my hair is when I have my actual hair out. I don't really get compliments about my hair when I have braids in. Like, yeah, the only issue with like these countries is that people don't even know about shrinkage, like, you know. And it's not even about shrinkage. Like, some people think my braids were my actual hair, so when I remove braids, like, they think I've cut my hair. You know, sometimes I just don't want to explain, because like, am I gonna explain to every Tom and Jerry, Tom and Harry, Tom and Henry, Jack and James? Learned that my hair is high porosity. If your hair gets wet easily, then it's high porosity, and I think, yeah, my hair gets quick. My hair gets wet so quick, like just this part. Can you imagine? Then all this, not just this part. I think this is the best way to see the difference. This would be how it would be if it was just a normal wash and go, and this is when I do the curl definition. Just this, literally, and it's shiny, moisturized. It looks good. This is the end results. I like it. I think they're very defined as I wanted them to be compared to the first time I did them. I like them. And I hope you learned how to finger coil. It's very easy, just section in. Yeah, the product recommendation is Auntie Jackie's Like, it is so good.
Anyway, like, subscribe, and share.